Good morning, my Stampin' friends. Hey, everyone. I hope some of you guys are able to join me live this morning. It is time for Christmas card class series number 2 today, and we are focusing on Snowy Wonder. So if you're on with me, come on in, say good morning. I'm so happy to be here. It's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania, and we're going to do some stamping, and then I'm going to head over to my little yellow house and do some cleaning. Some of you guys know that we have a retreat house. So if anyone ever wants to come visit me and do a crafty, stampy scrapbooking weekend at my little yellow house, hit me up and let me know. I think that would be so much fun. So hopefully you all had a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week. We are here at Hump Day, getting ready for Halloween, right? Halloween is tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, and then November is Friday. I mean, this is crazy, crazy pants, crazy pants. So what we're going to work with today, good morning, Tina. Hey, Lori. If you're catching the replay, just make sure you comment replay so I can swing back and say hi to you. But this is my Christmas card class series number 2. So I've been doing these. I started in August and did a class, and then this is part of the series September, October, and again in November. They are in-person classes in my studio, but then I come online and I offer them to go for my friends who are not local to me. So this is number 2 with Snowy Wonder, and that can be found in the holiday mini catalog, page 32 and page 33. So if you are a cutesy person, you like snowmen, you like penguins, this is the one for you. Now I'll be doing another one in November, so registration is going to go out about that one fairly soon. And I know some of you like a sneaky peeky, and so we are using Yuletide Village. I do have a couple of the Snowy Wonder classes left. So as we're going through class, if you're like, hey, I really, really like that, hook me up. Just comment and let me know that you're interested in the Snowy Wonder class, because I think I have 3 leftover packets, and I'll tell you what all is included. But just a sneak peek, that's what's coming up for November. I really kind of like that we did a little bit cutesy here, and now we're going to go and do something kind of fun, add a little coloring in, and then pull in just whatever stamp set floats your boat, really. Hi, Maria. Hi, Melinda. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this class, and then I'm going to share a little sneaky peek. We'll take a little break, a little sneaky peek. And so this is called the Snowy Wonder class. Excuse me. You get half a pack of the designer series paper. So you'll use that paper to cut for your projects. You're going to get all of your card kits packed and ready to go. This class does include envelopes. So I did include that into the price point, as well as a pack of the real red and white twine that you'll use as well. Of course, you'll get a full tutorial. And what else? Oh, this video. So of course, you're going to get me to teach you how to make these projects. So let's start off with our first one. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and start off with our first one. I really love this color combo. I really am digging Pool Party and Real Red for the holidays. So you'll notice that I did actually use that twice because it is one of my favorites. And then I really like navy and blackberry with like gold and silver foil, because I do like a little bit of sparkle, but I'm not really a red and green traditional Christmas. My husband is, but I like to do something a little bit different and kind of off the beaten path. What about you guys? What are your go-to colors for your Christmas cards? I know some of you guys are the same. You don't like always doing traditional reds and greens. So, all right. Well, since we have 2 friends on, hi, Colleen. Hey, Betty. I wanted to do a little stop. I was kind of waiting for them to come on because I wanted to tell them thank you for my Halloween cards. So Betty is on with me, and Betty, this is from Betty. She sent me this super cute Halloween card. This one is from Lori. Lori said she's not sure about the color combo, I think, but the wild wheat with blackberry, I like it, Lori. I really do. I think that is really a different combo, and I'm digging it. And then another Lori, which you guys spell your name the same. How crazy is that? This is from my team member, Lori, and these are all gems, you guys. She totally outlined that die cut with beautiful black shimmery gems. So thank you so much for my Halloweeny cards. And this is my public apology. No Halloween cards went out from my house. I try very hard, and with a big retreat I just came home from, I had 3 classes. I had to get out, packed and out the door. I have to do the little yellow house cleaning. And I said, you know what? Sometimes it's okay to say no. And Halloween cards going out had to come off my list. So happy Halloween to all of my friends. I have a little post for you guys tomorrow, but I'm not sending Halloween cards this year. I just cannot get the time to get it done, and that happens, and it's a bummer, but it's okay. It's all right. But I did put my Halloween watch on. Is my Halloween watch on? Can you see there? My Halloween watch is on. And I did Halloween week. So I think that's why I do Halloween week so early and get that all done. And then Halloween kind of goes out of my mind. And I forget that I need to get my cards and my projects and all that kind of stuff done. So no Halloween leaving my house, but happy Halloween to my friends. But let's get to Christmas, right? We'll get to, I was trying to read what you guys say. Thanks, Betty. I still love you so much all the way from Pennsylvania, even though you're not going to get a wish in the mail. And I've been loving y'all sharing your kitty pictures yesterday. I was loving seeing all of those kitties for National Cat Day. That was super, super fun. I was looking back through to see red and green and blue for Christmas. Yeah. Pool party in red. Maria's like up non-traditional. Yes, yes. Awesome. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Good morning, Joan. Thanks so much for joining us. So let's go ahead and get our DSP added to a piece of real red. And it's just, I'm using a tiny little border here, like the 1/8 inch border. Tiny, tiny border. And then we're going to use this cute little cabin here, which is fun. Cabin in the snow type deal going on. So let's see if I have everything I need. I'm hoping I do. I did this class with in-person friends, and so I'm going to really hope that my ink pads are juicy, because sometimes that happens. Once I've done a big class, my ink pads are a little bit dry, and I didn't think about going back and re-inking them. So we're going to stamp our cabin there. I'm going to use real red. That was early espresso. Oh my gosh, Betty, I'm going to stop. I can't even stamp and talk because Betty did get to go see Wicked last night. Was that your first time? Had you seen it before? I am so excited for this movie. Oh my gosh. The trailers and the teasers. And my daughter is coming home for Thanksgiving, and I'm really hoping that we will be able to go see it. I saw Wicked on stage with her in Pittsburgh, and I'm late to the party. I had never, ever seen it. So I only just saw it like just a couple years ago, and oh wow, such an amazing show. Oh, the second time, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so I stamped Sentiment on a stylish shape that's already cut. These will already be cut and prepped for you. So stylish shape, we have Season's Greetings. We have our little house here, and then we're going to do some mountains in Pool Party. So we've got some big mountains and some little mountains. And then I'm going to do some trees in the garden green. And these all are in the same set. I didn't add any additional stamp sets. All right, let's close these before I have an accident. Oh, wait, it's a book? Holy cow, I did not even know that. Did not even know. Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite movies. The old version, you know. I don't know. Is there a new version? I guess there is only one version of the Wizard of Oz, right? With like, it's Judy Garland, yeah. When the horses turn color, like it starts in black and white and then it goes to color and the horses change color. Like that fascinated me as a kid. I thought that was the coolest thing ever, that those horses change color. So I had to read about it and how they changed the color of the horses, which was super, super cool, and how they made the witch green and like how that paint was like toxic for her. So I was obsessed with The Wizard of Oz, loved it. And then really, really, really loved Wicked and had a whole different perspective, right? Whole different perspective on The Wizard of Oz. I'm looking for dimensionals and all I see are the minis. Here we go. So I'm going to add, I am extra popping this one. Now you can decide if you want to or not. I would say most people were scared by the flying monkeys. I didn't. I felt she was very misunderstood, even from a kid. I always thought that poor witch, everybody's so mean to her. They hate her. And she's so misunderstood. So I am doing pop dot here and pop dot here. Now, if you're making these cards at home and you're going to send them through the mail, you might want to think about how thick that starts to get. But I want extra pops. Okay, so we're going to put that right here. And then I am going to make this banner. Now, if you want the banner to be full length, you totally can because this is your card. I'm going to actually just snip the edge off here. And I'm going to just have it go tight up against my edge of my card base. Alrighty, maybe we'll have to all like go see, we'll have like a virtual watch party and we'll all go see Wicked and then we'll get on my live and we'll talk about how awesome it is. I think it looks so amazing. I've been watching some things about how they created the set and yeah, just super impressed. I'm going to be like a very, very cool holiday movie. And if I get to go see it with Taryn, that will make it even more exciting for me. All right, so now I'm going to tie myself a little bow. One thing to keep in mind too, if because some of you guys purchased this class and they went out yesterday, they're out in the mail, is that you're making 2 of each card. Okay, this is a Stamp a Stack Christmas. So make sure that you pull all your pieces and parts out enough to make 2 of each card. So that gets you a good start on Christmas. You'll have 10 cards. So I am adding a little bow here. Just put a little good old snot dot right there. Now this has a die, but I'm going to just do it by hand because sometimes I think I can cut a little bit faster. It's pretty straight edges. So I'm like, you know what? I can just do this by hand and then we can continue chatting. So, oh, Colleen's going to go see the movie. Awesome. All right. I don't really even know if there's any other movies that are out that I really care to see. I don't pay too much attention because we just stream for television. And right now, I mean, how do I even know what's happening in the entertainment world? Because my TV is nothing but political ads. I mean, it's enough, right, you guys? Enough. I'll have to read the books. That's cool, Lori. I had no idea. So I'll have to check those out. Now, I did stamp our little cabin in early espresso and let it have a little bit of drying time. And then you can go in with your blends and just very carefully you can color in. So I want my cabin to look like people are home and they're enjoying a nice fire and relaxing and maybe reading a good book. So I have the lights on and then I'm going to do their door, which is real red. So a nice red door inviting friends to come in and spend Christmas in the woods in the cabin. All right, we're getting a little far-fetched, aren't we? Here we go. Add our little cabin on here. And I'm going to offset it just a smidge. And there we are. Card number 2. No, we're still on card number 1. Card number 1. Okay, and you make 2 of each one of those. Okay, card number 2, we're going to get out our little penguins here. And we're going with not quite red and green, but simple red and white. So we've got red and white, and there's our cutie little penguins. They come right out of the designer series paper, and another piece of from the DSP pack there. All right, so let's fold that in half. I'm with you, Joan. Oh my goodness. And it's like you can't get away, right? It's on the TV, then it's all through my email, then it's phone calls, and now the text messages. Oh my word. I think we're getting 10 and 12 text messages a day. A day. And I don't like to talk politics at all when I'm in my stamp world because this is fun. Don't like to talk politics, but we can all commiserate that it's too much, right? Where it's too much. Stop with all of the ads and the texting. And then the mail, like we just can't. It can't get here soon enough, right? So I don't want my fun interrupted by that crap. All right, so gorgeous forever plaid DSP. Yeah, that's one thing, right? As we can all as Americans come together and agree all this political stuff is too much. I think that's the one thing we can agree on, right? I will share just a little story, and I really I don't like to discuss politics and don't want to get there, but the ads are all coming up, and there's MAHA with Trump, and I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what is MAHA? I know what MAGA was. I knew what that stand for, and so my son and I were sitting on the couch, and he said, I think it's Make America Happy Again. And I thought, oh, Lord, I wish, right? Make America happy again. Wouldn't that be a blessing for the holidays? Just let's be happy again. That's all we want. We just want to be happy again. Okay, so back on track. We're going to take a little bit of that DSP with the cute candy canes. Yep. Amen, sis. Amen, Colleen. Now we're going to grab that red again, and we're going to use the same sentiment. I use the sentiment that is with the stamp set, but you could use any sentiment. I know a lot of my friends are like, I really want full on Christmas. Season's greetings is a little bit too generic. I don't want that. Add any sentiment. We have tons, right? We have tons of sentiments. All right, so we've got that. Now we're going to take, this is from the Nested Essentials, so that'll be die cut for you. And we're just going to wrap some of our baker's twine around there. Now, if you want to do a full-on wrap, go right ahead. I'm going to do the cheater version, and I'm just going to do 2 little pieces so that I don't have too much waste on the back side. So I am doing 2 pieces. Little dab of adhesive on there, and I'm just going to wrap that right around. I'm going to go down just a little bit. Just wrap it around the front, tack it in the back, and then I can add my dimensionals to kind of make sure that twine doesn't come off. All right. Good morning, Muriel. Thanks so much for joining us. Okay, get that on here, and then we can add, ahead of time, I did take those little penguins, and you can decide whatever you want them. There is a die for the one who doesn't wear anything. There's a nude penguin in your paper. He doesn't have a scarf. He doesn't have a hat. He doesn't have earmuffs or anything, but there is a die that works for him. But these guys, I'm not sure. Well, maybe this one works. I don't know. I haven't checked it out. Either way, I just fussy cut them because it goes faster for me. But there is a die that will cut one of the penguins. So my guy's here. This little guy has his earmuffs on. This little guy has a hat. So I know for sure that the die does not work. Oops. Oh my gosh. Don't get stuck down. There we go. So we're going to Pop-Tart these 2 buddies here. And they're just going to waddle around here and wish you season's greetings. There we go. Now we'll take a bit of that red. I did no gems on these cards, in case you're wondering. I just went with the ribbon and kind of let the ribbon shine. Some of the paper's a little bit busier, but you could definitely add some gems. Yes, I think you weren't on yet, Betty. Let me grab it. we're going to use this one for November, and then various greetings. So you'll be able to add whatever greetings, greeting set. The greeting set I don't know, but I do have these being planned, and adding just a little bit of color. They're really cute, but I wanted to do a little bit not so cutesy, since this is what I'm doing this week. But you guys like sneak peeks, right? Mm-hmm. All right. If you want a sneak peek, let me know. All right. I'm getting lost where I put my things. Oh, we're done. That's why we're done. I'm like, where's the rest of my parts? Okay. So there is card number 2. Okay. Card number 3. This one's just a little bit of different color combo with petal pink and garden green, but you could change it out because basically you're just going to cut a snow globe. And the snow globe actually comes from the paper. So you can decide if you want a different snow globe and change out your colors for sure. So I hand cut it. And sometimes, like I said, I can just do it a lot easier and a lot faster. So, oh shoot, though, I don't have my DSP though. I might have to leave you for a second and see if I have any. I'm going to get my sneak peek because it's not with me, and I'm going to cut a piece of paper. So don't leave. Everybody stay. All right, let's see. Will this work? Yeah, I had it cut. Apparently, I just didn't bring it to the table. So if you are doing this class with me, you get half a pack of the designer series paper, which means that you will have to determine what snow globes you want. So you may not have 2 of the same snow globes to be able to do the class exactly the same. Does that make sense? So you might have to determine which snow globes you want to cut out. I'll show you here in a second. It might make more sense. And this designer paper is the back of the snow globe. So you may have to make some hard decisions, and it'll be okay. So when you get your paper pack, I had to sacrifice some snow globes in order to cut the paper. So you might have to pick, you'll need 2 tall snow globes and 2 short snow globes. And this is what you get. Okay. So like I said, you can have one here, and then maybe you get a snowman. There's a tree there. You can do the cabin. So you can decide that. And then there's also big fat snow globes, but the other side is this paper. So depending on what snow globes you cut, you may not have enough of this DSP. And in that case, you would choose another pattern from your paper pack. Okay. Is that making sense? We just don't always have enough to do 2 of everything. So I'm going to take a little bit of white. Oh, Lori, how many cards are in the class? The class is 10 cards, half a pack of the designer series paper, the roll of twine, and all the envelopes for 40, I believe. I may have to double check that. I think it's 40 and then shipping if you need to have it shipped. But I can double check. Ooh, this is awfully tight. I might need to trim that down just a smidgy. I got adhesive on it. Uh-oh. It'll be all right. Let's see if that helps a little bit. Yeah. Okay, there we are. And then we'll add that to our petal pink, which is from that big postage. Thank you, Betty. Yes, Betty said $40 plus shipping. There we go. We're going to add some dimensionals to that. And then, like I said, I fussy cut that out by hand. Now, there are dies that will cut the snow globe out, but it will cut them out in 2 pieces and a little bit smaller. So it will cut the top of the snow globe and then the bottom, which means you can mix and match them if you want to. So if you want a different color base, you do have a little option to do some mixing and matching. Now with this one, I felt like it was a little bit busy. I really did not put a sentiment on, but you certainly can. Actually, let's put a sentiment on before I put those dimensionals on. I want to try something here. Let's use Garden Green. And I have this little bitty Merry Christmas, which is from the Humble Home bundle. And we're just going to stamp Merry Christmas right down there on the bottom of the snow globe. So now we do have a little bitty sentiment on there. The other thing that you could do, which would be super fun, is if you had some Winkostella or some glitter, and you could add some pretty glitter in that snow with the snow globe. This bundle is designed that you can make shaker cards too. You can die cut your snow globes and have shakers, which is super fun. So there is card number 3. All right, card number 4, we're going to switch gears and we're going to get a little snowman action going on here. Back to my favorite colors, red and pool party. All right, so we'll fold that in half. We're getting there, friends. We're getting there. Oh, I told you I'd do sneaky peek. All right, so the Yuletide Village is going to be Christmas card class number 3, but I am getting ready to release my Creative Escape, which is a completely virtual class. And if you're a subscriber, if you're one of my Creative Escape subscribers, this is what you're going to get. But it is open for everybody if you want to just grab the class. Now, I am featuring Shepherd's Care this time because I wanted to make sure that I utilize that stamp set because it's my team leader's $1 million stamp set. And so I created some cards for that class, and here is one of them. So you're going to get the designer series paper, and you're going to get this is the brand new twisted gold ribbon. And then this focuses on the Shepherd's Care. So you can add the Shepherd's Care if you don't have it, or many of you already have it. You can just grab the class. And it is simply gorgeous. So there's a little sneaky peek of one of the cards that's coming up. It is a Stamp-A-Stack as well. 4 cards, you make 2 of every card. So it's an 8-card class. So there's one. And then, whoops. Here is another one. So I'm trying to really use that shepherd. And that's stamp set. So that's coming up. That will be, registration opens on the 5th of November to get that one. Shepherd's Care, 8-card class. You get the DSP, the twine. I'm not sure if you get gems or not. I haven't really worked that out just yet. Okay. So that's my little sneaky peek. But for those of you who took my team leader's class, she did a big fundraiser for her son Malachi, or not Malachi, it was Tyler, for her son Tyler, who has MS. And these are the projects that she made using her stamp set. And some of you guys did this card to go, but they are just beautiful. I made them last night. Shepherd and I had a little date last night, and we had some stamping fun in my studio. These are the projects that she did. This one's a little fun fold, but I didn't do the inside just yet. So those were from Cindy's class. So sneaky peek. All right, back to this guy here. I'm missing a piece, aren't I? Yes, I need some red. All right, so we're going to take that white, and that's going to be, oh, sorry, did I just ruin it for you, Lori? I ruined the surprise. You didn't do your projects yet. This one's embossed with the falling snowfall embossing folder. Okay, and then we're going to take some of our red twine and wrap that around the middle. So here's a question. Let's ponder. Is the snow should be, there's more snow down here than there is up here. So it goes this way, right? Like the snow is falling and here's where it would be piling up. I think that sounds right. That's my thought process, because it is definitely a lot more congested here. Or is it more full because the clouds have more snow and then they're just trickling it down? I don't know. I mean, not like it's really a big hard fast rule, but every time I get this folder out, I'm like, which way would it be? It feels like it should be more snow at the bottom because it's piling up. But whoever gets this card from me is certainly not going to message me and say, pile up on the ground. Yeah, that's what I think too. They're not going to be like, Jody, your embossing folder is upside down. All right, there we go. Red and blue. Now we've got some white squares and we need a black ink pad. So we're going to take these, just 2 of them, and we're going to stamp our snowman. And he is, or she is, not really stamped right in the middle. Like it's kind of like they're hanging on the end here. I guess if you saw the project, it would make more sense. Yeah. Let's check it out. There we go. That's what we're making. Okay, then our other one is going to get stamped with the real red. And of course, we have a Let It Snow. Let it snow. Oh my gosh, MJ. Yes, girl. I am such a cheapy cheap when it comes to my twine. I don't want to waste my pretty ribbons on the back. So I do the tack. The tack. Oh, snow tomorrow. Goodness sake, Lori. I heard from my husband that some of the ski resorts that we go to in Utah have gotten snow, like 8 to 12 inches. Which means I'm surprised he's still here in Pennsylvania, because when it snows, he wants to go. All right, there's a couple little snowflakes, so we're just going to add them in the background here with the pool party. Okay. And then we just attach those puppies to our pool party. Now, I am going to do something a little different with the snowman here. Oh, I have kitties in my yard. I keep seeing them running back and forth outside my window. Little wild barn kitties. Okay, so with this little snowman, I've got a pumpkin pie for his nose. Now, he also has a hat. And I was toying with, should he have a hat on? The stamp set does. He does have a hat. What do I do with the stamp set, though? So I was kind of wondering if I should put a hat on him. I don't know. I guess it can't hurt, right? Can't hurt to give him a little hat. All right, let's do it. Did I just take it out and lose it? Oh my gosh, I almost did. Hoi. Well, there's 2 options we have here. We can stamp the hat right on his head, which is what I'm going to do. But there also is a die. So you could stamp it and die cut it or fussy cut it. Let me do a practice run just to see what I think. Ooh, okay. All right. I might be liking this. All right, little snowman. Oh, I hope it works. Oh my God. Okay, you're cute. All right. So maybe he has a hat and maybe she doesn't. All right, that's what we're going to do. Or should they both have hats? I don't know. The decisions. What we're going to do in the meantime, I'm afraid that the red hat his head's going to show through the red. That's why I think it needs to be black. I could do a red hat and die cut it and then put it on. But to stamp it right on there, his head is going to show through the red ink. So it would need to be a black hat. But I think he turned out cute. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this Pool Party Stampin' Blend, and I'm just going to trace him inside the line, outside the line, whatever you feel. But you're just going to add some color, and it really just very subtly makes him pop off the page. You see the difference? I don't know. There is no bow. There's a present, and there's some holly and berries, but no bow. Like a bow tie, no bow. All right, so we're going to trace this one here. I'm digging them with the hat, though, especially when I did add the blue. So I think they're both going to have hats. They are both going to be jaunty gentlemen, except I lost my black ink. Okay, here. This video is going to go way longer than I planned because I'm going off track here. Oh, yes. Okay. They both needed hats. If you came to class in person, I'm so sorry that you did not get a hat for your snowman. So sorry. Okay. Nope, no scarf either, but you could do some doctoring, and you could cut a scarf off of a penguin and put it on your snowman. Here's the stamp set. So nothing to dress them up, not just the hat. We've had scarves before, though. We had scarves with the bear, I think, the bear punch that we had. He had a scarf. And I'm sure in some other one, there's another stamp set. I think it's Playing in the Rain or Singing in the Rain that has a little die cut bow tie. That would be cute. So you might go back through your stamps and see what you have at home and dress this guy up. Okay, clearly somebody was cutting not good. Like, what was I thinking? I had some drinks, maybe. I have a lot of blue on this one and hardly any blue on this one, but it's okay. We're going for it. I feel like this is the wrong one, but it's okay. So let's get some dimensionals on this here. We've wasted enough time dressing our snowman. Stay with me, friends. Don't fall asleep. And there's always, if you're watching the replay, you can always fast forward through my ramblings. That's the truth. All righty. We're going to use up nubbins. That's my favorite thing. All right, so snowmen's, we're going to get them on our card. And then we have one more. Yeah, one or two more. Okay, let it snow. Or as we like to say at our house, le tits now. If you ever watched Saturday Night Live with, oh my gosh, who played Sean Connery on Saturday Night Live? And they did a Jeopardy. It's hilarious. Okay. Oh, shoot. There, we'll turn him this way. Because I wanted to make sure they were kind of like not going the same way. Oh, we want to upside down. Should he be jumping in from the top? Nah, I think I like him coming in from the side. There we go. And then all we need to do is add a bow, bow, bow. And we are ready to go, go, go. Oh, he definitely looks super cute with that hat, right? Super cute. All right, card number 4. This one may have to get a hat on later. He just looks like he's so cold and bald. All right, now this is our last one, I do believe. And we're going to have another, what is this? Snow globe. So we've got some DSP, some white, Poppy Parade. You might think it's red, but it's not. And snow globe. Now this one's a little bit of a different fold, just to be different. So let's do some layering up here and get our designer paper onto our piece of white. So this is not a card. He is cold and bald. Story of his life, right? Poor snowmen's. There we go. A little bit of white behind there, and then we're going to add that. Just pop that with the Poppy Parade. All right, so that is a flat card. It does not open, okay, just flat. And this is your card. Okay, so we're going to fold that in half. And it'll just fit right here on the front, and then it'll open there. You can put your white in there and add your sentiment. So just something a little bit different. Here we go. This helps, right? Okay, so I did not do a big fat snow globe. I did a small snow globe, and we're going to see how we like that. But I am going to stamp that Merry Christmas on this one as well. I really like that. It just kind of fits just perfect. Get your little sentiment on there. All right, now, before we go on, I promised you another sneak peek while you guys are still on with me. So let's stop for a moment and shift our gears to the Reindeer Days. So this is a class this was the optional class at my retreat that I just held. And if you were at retreat, you probably took this class, but I'm offering it to everybody, not just retreat people. Okay. So if you did October's Pampered Stamper retreat, you had the opportunity to do this class, but this is the Reindeer Days class. Registration is open now. The link is in the description of this video. If you can't find it, hit me up and let me know, but you are going to get half a pack of the designer series paper. You're going to get a roll of the ribbon, and you're going to get the gems and everything that you need to make these 3 cards. Okay, so there's our 3 cards. Very cute. This one's a little bit of a fun fold too. Okay, so you get to make all 3 of these, and then hopefully will it fit in the camera? Let's maybe go up a little bit. This is the framed art piece. So I know it's really hard to see sometimes with that glare, and it just doesn't always showcase with pictures, but it's a 9x9. So you get everything that you need to make that. And you'll do a little bit of the cutting for the deer are cut out of your DSP, and then other things are going to be die cut for you, but you just have to do your stamping and fussy cutting of your deer and putting it together. Okay, so that is 9x9. The frame is not included, but you can go snag those at like Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but you'll get the paper and everything that you need to do plus your tutorial. Okay, so it is a 9x9 framed art, and then these three cards. So registration is open now. If you have any questions, hit me up and let me know. All right, back on track. All right, so now we're going to Pop-Tart these. And I don't know if I'm going to add ribbon on this one or not. I'm thinking. Do I want ribbon? Do I not want ribbon? I don't know. I also am thinking I definitely like the fat snow globe better than the skinny snow globe, but I did like that it was like the cabin house look that kind of matched the DSP. The other thing that I would do is probably make my DSP a little bit bigger. I kind of did it as a... All right, so there we go. I'm toying with ribbon. 8x8, Lori, all you would need to do is cut down the red. The red is 8.5 by 8.5. So actually, you will, because you want it bigger, it needs to be a little bit bigger. And then you would have to move your so I think the red would stay 8x8, and then you might have to move these in. You wouldn't have quite as much red showing. But yeah, it should still work. Just a little adjust. Okay, but there's what that card would look like finished, and then put a white piece in there. Okay, so let's check out. This is the Snowy Scenes class. I have 3 left over. I'm pretty sure I have 3, at least 3. And two of each card, half a pack of DSP, 10 cards, envelopes. ribbon. Okay. So there we go, my friends. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It has been so much fun. Come back and see me next week, Wednesday, live, 10 a.m. I'll be here hanging out with you. Bye, everyone.